Happy New Year, friends! It's Maureen Craig coming to you from Happy and Free Yoga. Grab a mat and join me for a lovely practice working on the booty today. I'm excited to have you with me. Before we get started, if you like my videos, please do give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified whenever I post a video. And then I love hearing your comments, so write me comments below. And just the feedback from some of you, either personally or in the comments, really warms my heart. This holiday season, I was really blessed when a few of you gave me some lovely gifts, and I so appreciate those. You know, I do this practice because I love sharing yoga, and it really has been such a miracle in my own wellness journey that I love sharing it with other people. But when some of you let me know that this makes a difference for you too, and appreciate me either with words or sometimes some beautiful gifts, I so value this as well. Thank you again. So today I am here in our winter wonderland of Northern California in a little olive grove in a park nearby my home in Carmichael. And it's a lovely day to be outside enjoying the softly clouded overcast sky and appreciating what is here today. And that's what I find, that every season has its own beauty. And so this is the beauty of winter. So go ahead and bring down your mat and roll yourself on your mat, and let's begin with a little attention to our breath. Drawing yourself a little bit inward. Feel the weight of the body coming down on the mat. Begin to deepen your inhale and release the exhale. Nice full breath in. And a long, slow exhale. Letting the belly fill with the breath. Drawing the abdomen in, the pelvic floor up, pressing the exhale out. Repeating this filling breath. And a long, slow exhale. Another full breath in. And on the exhale, let the shoulders drop away from the ears a bit. Inhale, reach the crown tall. Exhale, drop the shoulder blades down the back. 2 more big breaths. One more. And bringing your attention over the heart and setting an intention for your practice and for your new year. Perhaps something around self-care, how you can deepen and embolden your self-care journey. You can never give yourself too much kindness. When you're ready, take your nose and gently turn it to go over your left shoulder and drop the nose towards the shoulder. Inhale, lifting the crown, turning the nose towards the right shoulder, and drop the nose towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come through center, and this time drop the left ear towards the left shoulder and sweep some circles with the right arm, stretching it away. And then bring that ear, head up a little, and then drop the right ear to the right shoulder, and some circles with the left arm. Inhale the crown tall, and bring the hands together in Namaste. Another big breath. And press the palms together, equalizing the pressure. Draw the blades down the back. Inhale, engage in Ganesh Mudra, elbows up at the shoulder level. Exhale, elbows and the shoulder blades drop slowly down the back. Inhale, switch the grip, and exhale, repeat. Couple more times. Inhale. And release. Inhale out to a T. Drop that left hand to the mat. Sweep the arm over, side bend. Inhale through the center and take that move on the other side. And once more through the center. Exhale, side bend. Roll the heart a little bit towards the mat and then up to the sky. Coming through the center, drop the right hand to the mat, sweep the arm over. Heart towards the earth. And then roll the heart up to the sky. And coming back to center. Take a little bit of a twist, walking both hands to the outside of your left leg. Let your body be tall. Turning towards the left side. And then coming to the other side. Nice little twist here. Again to the left. Raise the back arm and take a little dip out towards me, lengthening that side body. Sweep both hands up to the sky. Reach to the fingertips. Take a twist off to the right. Raise the back arm and a nice exhale, reach. And coming back to center, just kind of check in with your torso to see how you're feeling and if everything is feeling good for you. Recently, I went downhill skiing, and the lovely thing about yoga is that it keeps your body fit for the activities of life. I do yoga a couple times a week and walk most other days. And when I had this opportunity to go on a little ski trip with my family in Utah at Alta, I was like, oh, will I get sore? How will I do on that? But I was able to ski all the days I wanted to ski and left there with just a tiny bit of soreness in my quads, but really tolerated it very well and had a lovely experience. So I encourage you to wrap yoga into your life so that you keep your body ready for the activities and adventures of living. Of course, I had to get a ski shirt to go along with my adventures, so I'm sharing that with you today as well. All right, let's come over onto our hands and knees and we'll continue our practice. So plant your hands underneath your shoulder points. And you may notice I'm wearing my tennis shoes today on my mat because it's a little bit cooler. It works well to have my tennis shoes on as long as you keep your shoes clean. I found this actually works great for an outdoor practice, which we're doing a lot of now that we have the COVID virus about. We're all trying to stay more outdoors instead of indoors where the virus transmits more easily, right? So please consider wearing your tennis shoes on your yoga mat when you come to practice at the outdoor yoga. Place your hands underneath the shoulder points, the knees underneath the hips, and begin to take your cat-cow pose. Inhaling to Bootylicious. Exhale, Marjariasana, and really arch the back there. Feels so good. Inhale and exhale. Drop your attention into your body. It can help to close your eyes and really feel how the body is responding to the practice. Taking one more and then pausing in table. And from table, let's go ahead and kick that right heel out and the left thumb forward. Inhale a little lift. Exhale, drop them down towards the mat. Inhale, lift them up and lengthen. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time, lift. Exhale, bring the hand under the shoulder, tuck the toe at the back of the mat, and really stretch through that heel, pressing into both hands so you get a nice calf stretch. You might float your left knee and pop up to a three-legged dog. And if that feels good, bend the knee, stack the hips a bit, couple circles with the ankle. Oh, side stretch, whatever feels good to you. And bring your left knee back to the mat and your right knee as well. Cleansing breath. Kick the left heel back, the right thumb to the sky. Find your breath here. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale, drop them down towards the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. And drop. Lift. And down. Last one, lift. And bring that right hand down. Tuck the toes on the left foot. And take a calf stretch here, pressing both palms in. Make sure your fingers are spread and you got good power at the base of your thumb and first finger. Press into the mat, press into that foot. Kick it up to a three-legged dog. Bend the knee and stack the hips a bit. Couple circles with the ankle. And then bring yourself back to the mat. If you do wear tennis shoes, make sure you choose ones that are pretty flexible for your practice. Okay, so let's come down onto our mat, all the way down. Stack my blocks out there. We're going to reach our fingers and our toes out long like we're two parallel lines. Exhale here. Inhale, bring the toes out, the arms to cactus. Exhale long, forehead to the mat. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale long. Inhale, lift the heart, cactus arms. Exhale long. Inhale, lift, the heels spread apart. Exhale, heels together. Two more. One more. Bring the hands underneath the shoulder points, tuck the toes, and exhale it up to down dog. Pedal out your heels. Lift the tailbone a bit. Bend the knees and press the chest towards the thighs. That can feel great. Floating forward to your plank. Rocking back and forth a little bit. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward to plank and rock. Keep drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Crown reaching forward. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Forward to plank. And exhale, down dog. Glancing between your thumbs. You can walk or hop to forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding. Soften the knees. And then inhale, sweep the arms out. Reverse swan dive. Coming up to tall mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, let's come to the top of our mat in our mountain posture. Just settle the weight in the heels. When we work with our hips and booty, like we're going to do a little bit today, you really want to think about how much the glutes impact the way you walk. And for years, I had a relatively flat or pancake bottom. And I thought it was just my genetics. I didn't know it was about a lot of the habits I had about sitting too much and not having enough stretch and softness in the psoas so that I could bring that foot back. When the leg can go back a little further, because the psoas, which connects to the inner thigh and the spine, is soft and flexible, then the leg can come back more. And when the leg can come back more, then the glute activates more with each step that you take. And so it builds the glute muscle just from walking. Now, I had to do a lot of exercises. You may remember I had hip surgery, and I became much more aware of all the little hip muscles that we'll work on some of those today that help stabilize the hips and build them so that you don't have a lot of side-to-side motion, but you have good strength in the hips and keeping that walk stable, okay? All right, and so finding your mountain, finding your Ujjayi breath, your victorious breath. With the next inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, step back on the right. Coming to runner's lunge. Leave the right hand down and take the left hand up to the sky. The left hand comes down, press the 2 feet away from each other. Rise in your crescent lunge. Now in crescent lunge, take a moment to feel that the knee is directly over the ankle. The hips are as low as is comfortable for you. The back heel lifted and the knee drawn up. Arms lifted. Now coming to warrior one. Drop the back heel and fold the left arm in front of the right and give yourself a little lift on that side. It's upside down number 4 that we do with our arms. Feel that little stretch as you push that arm back a little. And then release the arms and exhale, fold to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And then take or skip a little flow here. Inhale, a cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot and bring it forward between the hands. And I'd like to take a little bit of a pigeon right now. So placing the right hand on the block allows me to take that right foot over and drop the right knee a little bit for a good stretch in the outer right hip. Breathing with that. You definitely have the option of bringing the back knee down. The stretch is all in the folded knees hip. So make sure that knee is comfortable, the front of the shin kind of parallel to the front edge of the mat. And breathing with that. And then heel toe that foot back into the standing or lunge position. And with your exhale now, really pay attention to how you come into your standing position. So keep that knee over the ankle, a lot of weight in there. Try to minimally use the back foot for balance and activate that right glute to bring you to standing. Forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale up to the top. And exhale, hands to the heart. Now we'll move to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back into your runner's lunge, back on the left. Plant the left hand down and take the right hand to the sky. bring the right hand down and press the 2 feet away from each other, rising into your crescent lunge. 2 or 3 breaths here. Drop the back heel, coming to warrior 1. And the number 4 pose with the arms, drawing that left arm just a little bit more back. Exhale, hands to the mat, frame the foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Taking or skipping your flow here. Inhale to a cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale the left foot. Bring it forward between the hands. Heel toe that foot over and take your active pigeon. Dropping the left knee towards the mat and getting a good stretch in that outer left hip. Breathing with it. And bringing it back into the lunge position. Bring that back knee down. Try and use that glute on the left to really pull yourself forward into that forward fold. So stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Little empty coat sleeves. Any movement that helps you release the practice out of your body, resetting those muscles. Okay, so finding your mountain posture. We're going to go into a B series. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop the hips, coming into your chair. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, stepping back for your plank. Option to move on to chaturanga or taking knees chest chair. Inhale to up dog and exhale, down dog. Inhale the right foot up and bring it forward between the hands. The back heel drops. We're coming up in a warrior 2 posture. So the back toes are off to 9 o'clock, forward foot to 12 with a heel arch alignment. Bring that knee over the ankle, float the arms out, warrior 2. Breathing. Float the right hand up, coming to reverse warrior. Let the gaze go off to infinity in the sky. Returning to warrior 2, straighten the forward knee. Drawing that right hip back as the hands float out. Trikonasana. Open the heart to the side. The gaze can go at the mat, out to the side, or up to the sky. Keeping the footing right as it is, switch the hands to a reverse triangle. Arms out into a T, turn the right toes to meet me, coming into that nice wide straddle. bring the hands to the tops of the hips, press into the tops of the hips. So you stretch the hips back, let the crown reach forward, and slowly come into that inversion. Plant the hands underneath the gaze and walk both hands over to the left foot, turn it towards the back of the mat, and take a bit of a side lunge here. Good stretch on the inner thigh. And then switching. Left toes face the long edge, right toes to the short edge of the mat. And take your lunge on this side. And then lift the back toes and bring that knee down to the mat. We're going to work a little bit more on that psoas now, which is that's attached to the inner thigh and to the spine. So when your hip is directly over your knee and you can't get it forward, you know your psoas is kind of tight. And what I find is I cannot really stretch my psoas if I feel unstable. So sometimes I feel a little wobbly like this. If I use another block to plant it there with my hand, I really get a sense of sturdiness. And then I can drop those hips forward towards that heel, lengthening that psoas, keep the top body tall, and then even reaching up with that arm on the side that I'm stretching the psoas and leaning away from that psoas. So breathe with it. Softening in and out of the stretch. Listen to your body here. And then walk those hips back. Draw that right hip back in that hurdler stretch, lengthening out the back of the forward leg. Coming into the runner's lunge. This is a great position to bring the block to the inside of that leg because it really lets you drop the hips a little bit more, stretching out and lifting the heart. Exhale, come back to pyramid. Again, love to use the block to stabilize this posture. Really intensifies my ability to stretch. If you don't feel stable, you can't stretch the muscles. The muscles have to feel safe to be able to get a good stretch. See if you can soften your heart over the forward leg just a bit. Coming forward to the runner's lunge position, push the feet away. Lift the arms in that crescent lunge. Exhale, plant them on the earth, bring that knee down. Plant that weight into that forward heel and step to forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Now we'll take it on the other side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into your chair. Let the heels have the weight. Press them away from each other and feel the glutes light up a little with that. Breathing. And exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back to plank. Taking your flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling to cobra or up dog. And then coming to down dog. And bringing the left foot up to the sky. And on the exhale, bring it forward between the hands and drop the back foot into your Warrior Two posture. Float the arms up, coming to Warrior Two on this side. 2 or 3 breaths here. Flip the hand, reverse warrior. Warrior Two, draw the left hip back, drop into Trikonasana. Draw the left hip back. Feel that upper hand being pulled by the string as you flip to reverse triangle. Arms out in a T. Bring the left foot forward to the long edge of the mat. Hands interlace behind the sacrum. Broaden across the collarbones. Take a bit of a stretch on each side. Draw the shoulder blade back a little. And fold with a flat back. Release the hands. Bring them down the outside of the thighs. All the way down as far as they'll go. Soften in the elbows. Draw the heart towards the mat. Release the hands to the mat. Walk both hands towards the back foot. Face it towards the short edge of the mat. Take your side lunge. And then switch to the other side. Lift the back heel and bring the knee down. We're in that low lunge position. Again, think about that alignment of that hip over the knee and see if you can bring it forward. Bring the hips forward towards the heel to stretch that psoas muscle. Use the block in the opposite hand to help stabilize you and let you do that stretch, feeling safe and secure in your stretch. Option to draw that arm up and lean away from the psoas. Breathing in and out, softening, surfing. And bringing your hands down and the block to the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back toe, coming into your runner's lunge. And then draw that left hip back for your pyramid pose. Really pulling the left hip way back and exhaling the heart towards the forward leg. Soften the knee. And then bring that knee up over the ankle again. Runner's lunge. Press the feet away from each other and rise into your crescent lunge. Exhale the hands to the mat and let the back knee come down. All the weight is going to be in that front ankle, and you're going to activate that left glute to bring you to forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. All right, coming to the top of your mat for our final flow. A little bit challenging. Do what feels great for you. Feel the weight landing in your heels. We want our hips, our shoulders, weight in the heels. The heel is the biggest bone in the foot. So this is where we want to land our weight. Little strength right through the great toe. Find your breath here. And then sweep into a chair. Reach the hands forward, almost like you're downhill skiing and pulling. Pull those arms. Feel the shoulder blades drop down as you draw them back. Inhale, reach with the pulls, and exhale. Put those pulls in the ground and pull them back. Couple more times. Once more. Inhale, back to chair. Bring all the weight into that right foot and step back into crescent lunge. I'm going to take a little bit of a challenging move here. Bring the left hand to the sacrum, and like you might think of as a speed skater, we're going to have our weight into that forward foot, and we're going to tap the back foot. Three or four times here. And then bringing both hands back to the sacrum. Let the hands land alongside of the body. Straighten that forward knee. Give that hip just a little bit of a break. And we're going to come into warrior three. So bringing the weight over that forward heel, see if you can hold a focus point and float the back foot. Bring the hands possibly to cactus or forward to warrior three. Drop back for crescent lunge. And exhale into your standing split. Walk the right hand out onto a block and rotate the hips open to a half moon. Breathing. Drop the back foot and step the right foot back to meet the left. Taking your flow. And exhale, down dog. 2 or 3 breaths in down dog. Inhale, glancing between the thumbs. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And sweep into your chair. Weight in the heels, hands to the heart. And splash out of chair and release. Then we'll take that on the other side. It's a little bit challenging in the forward leg in particular. Find your mountain and your breath. Come into chair. All the weight into the left heel. And step back to your crescent lunge. Both hands to the sacrum. Just your right hand on the sacrum. The left hand is going to be in that speed skater position. So the weight is in the front foot. And you tap the foot as you reach in that speed skater style. 3 or 4 times. Then bring both hands to the sacrum. Draw that left hip back for just a tiny break. coming into a warrior three, but we'll start by bringing our weight over that forward foot. Hands alongside the hips as you float the back heel. Bring the arms into possibly cactus or into warrior three. And breathing. And bring that foot back for a crescent lunge. Exhale into a standing split. Put our block out for a half moon. Rotate and stack the hips. Flex the back foot. And drop the back foot down. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Taking or skipping your flow. And we all meet in down dog. 2 or 3 breaths here. Bring the gaze between the thumbs, and on the exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, strong back. Exhale, fold. Drop the hips, come into your chair. Bring the hands to the heart. And on the exhale, splash out. And release. Okay, now let's move into a little bit of our core practice. And the core is so important for our hips. We're wanting to strengthen some of those muscles along the sides of the hips as well. We'll begin by stepping out to a plank. So inhale, raise your arms. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back to our plank. 1 or 2 breaths in plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Bring the right knee down and come onto the hip. Support yourself so that your right hand, elbow is on the mat and your head is supported by that. Bend the bottom knee, lengthen out through the top leg. Flex the heel and really kick that heel back. Just lift it up just a little bit. The left hand can be on the mat in front of you or along your leg, whatever feels right for you. You might want to add the weight just a little bit to press that leg down as you try and lift it up. So breathing that, inhaling up 5 times. Keep the heel kicked back and lead with the heel, not with the pinky toe. And bring that foot forward and lift it up 5 times. Doesn't have to be real high. Kick it back, lift it 5 times. Bend the knee, bring it right into a 90-degree angle, and lift it up. Try not to unstack the hips. Keep the hips stacked even as you rotate the knee up. And release that leg, and you might feel a little burning in that side of your hip. And so just give it a little comfort. And then let's roll over onto our other side. Bottom leg is bent. The top leg goes long. Kick it up 5 times, nice and slow. Breathe with it. Keep that heel back. And lead with the heel more than the pinky toe. Go ahead and bring that heel to 90 degrees and lift again. Kick it back, a little behind the hip, and lift it up the wall. Draw up the wall with the heel 5 times. Bend the knee 90-90 and open the hip 5 times. Then bringing the leg back on top and comfort the hip a little if it feels like it had a hard workout. Then coming onto your back. Bridging is an excellent way to work the glutes, so let's move into some bridging now. Bring your heels behind your hips. Let your spine be long and the arms alongside the body. You're going to take just a little moment to notice that soft curve in the low back. We're not trying to make it disappear this time. This time float the hips just about an inch up, so you just have enough room to slide your hand underneath your sacrum. Put the weight into the heels. Bring your hands to your hip points. Try to keep those hip points really stable as you bring all the weight to the left heel and lift the right foot. And then switch. Keep those hips stable, all the weight to the right foot, float the left foot. Engaging the pelvic floor as you do this little tiny marching. Keep the hips stable. Breathing. Bringing both heels down and lowering the hips down. Arms alongside the body, heels behind the hips, and this time press the small of the back down towards the earth and roll up into your standard bridge. Let the hips come down just a bit and exhale as you pulse them up. Try not to let the ribs lead, but to let the hips lead, the glutes activate. 5 pulses, or a few more. Push and hold, and breathe. Exhale, slowly roll it down.
Bring your arms behind your head and cage the ears. Extend your left leg out and your right heel to the sky. On the exhale, draw the heart up and twist a little to the left. Switch the legs, draw the heart up and twist a little to the right. Switch and repeat. And switch, exhale. Switch, exhale. Switch, exhale, switch, exhale. Inhale on the way back. And exhale. And exhale. Exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring a little comfort to the low back. Then draw that left knee into the chest as the right heel goes long, stretching and opening that hip flexor on the right. Take a breath here and switch sides, extending the left heel as far as you can to open the hip flexor on the left. If you have a block nearby, draw it up as you bridge up a little, place it underneath the sacrum, and we'll take our next pose, Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. By having the block under the sacrum, it lets you balance a little more easily in this posture with less effort. Just breathing and resting here, recovering in this inversion. If it feels good to drop your heels out to the side and get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch, feel free to do that. Letting the arms lie alongside the body, shoulder blades under, and recovering. With the next exhale, draw the heels together, and then slowly bring the knees towards the chest. Then again, draw that left knee into the chest as the right heel goes long. This will allow us to open that hip flexor a little bit more on the right. See if you can bring the heel all the way down to the earth. And just breathing with that stretch. And bring that right knee in and switch to the left heel going long. And see if you can bring it all the way down to the earth, opening the hip flexor on the left. Breathing with the stretch. And then bringing both knees into the chest. And letting the heels come down to the earth and the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drift off towards the corners of the room, getting a bit of an inner thigh stretch. When you're ready, bring the heels back down, bridge up, and take your block out. We're going to take a long spinal twist here. Bring the right knee into the left hand and bring it across the body, extending the right arm out in a T. Take a big breath in here and exhale and release. Letting go as much as you can in this long spinal twist. And using the left hand to lift the right leg and come through center, bringing the left knee into the right hand and taking it across the body as the left arm reaches out in a T. Long spinal twist, and see how much you can let go here. Take a nice full breath in and exhale, softening into the earth. And then when you're ready, coming back to center and begin to prepare yourself for Savasana, our final resting posture. Lengthening out the body, letting the arms and legs be a little away from the center of the body. Palms turned up in a gesture of acceptance. Scanning through the body for any area where you might be having tension and using the breath, a nice full breath into that area. And on the exhale, releasing in that area. bringing the attention to the brow and softening the brow. And softening through the eyes, letting them be like pools of water. Softening through the face, unhinging the jaw, and letting the tongue thicken. All the way down into the base of the throat. Softening into the throat and the neck, letting the throat fill the neck. Letting the shoulders drift a little away from the ears towards the earth. And the body growing heavy. Let the earth support you. Resting your attention now on the heart and the breath over the heart as we receive this time for self-care, Shavasana. Beginning to deepen your breath just a bit. Perhaps finding a little movement in fingers and toes, or enjoying the stillness. Taking a full body stretch, or drawing the knees in and comforting the low back. Recalling your intention for practice and your intention as you go forward in this day and this week. ahead and bring yourself up to a seated posture. And join me as we close our practice time together, taking your time. No reason to rush.
Bring your hands to your heart to seal our practice. May you have a beautiful, rich and wonderful new year, full of delightful adventures. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining me for practice today. It's absolutely wonderful that we can connect in this way. And it is a beautiful connection. There's many ways to connect, and I really appreciate connecting with you in this way. Continue to let me know your thoughts in comments or by email. And make sure, if you're enjoying these videos, to like the video and subscribe so that you can continue to notice when I've posted videos. Have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.